again and again, then the problem would be is we will never know whether at that time the Kali Yuga we will be able to even understand Krishna. So today we are very fortunate that we are able to know Krishna, we are able to have some nice setup here, you have to make use of it. So that's very good. Now why today is more important? क्यों आज बहुत important है कल से भी? See, yesterday I was telling you that actual festivities happen today only. आज के दिन ही बहुत तरह festivities हुआ कृष्ण पैदा जन्म होने के बाद. See, even today I was morning we went to that temple, that old Krishna temple in Manama. So they are celebrating this Nandotsav. So what is Nandotsav? Nandotsav means what happens is yesterday night only two people know that Krishna has been born. Only two people know. You know who are those two people? Vasudeva and Devaki. Krishna is born. Krishna has been safely transported. Now Krishna is, safe from Kamsa's hands. Only two people know. Till, morning, today morning. By the Yoga Maya's potency, the entire people were sleeping. Yashoda Maya was sleeping, Nanda Maharaj was sleeping, the entire village, even though they know that something great has happened. Kuch to, Adbhut ho raha hai. But, they don't know what is the actual Adbhut. So today is the actual day, that morning when they woke up, and everybody is so happy that Yashoda has given birth to a beautiful boy. And so they are all, jumping in joy, they are having a huge festival. And that is a festival called Nandotsav. That is one great thing. But even more greater than that is that, see, हमको कृष्ण ने किसने दिखाया पहले? See, हम सब इधर बैठे हैं. We have got here 40-50 people today come here. किसने हमको कृष्ण को दिखाया पहले? See, we are all talking about Krishna, we are telling that he is supreme, he is Lord, he is God. We have to surrender to him, what we have to do, what we should not do. क्या करने का, क्या नहीं करने का है, क्या तरीका है, ये सब किसने दिखाया हमको? So, Prabhupada का जन्म भी आज ही हुआ. So, more than, Krishna says in the everyday morning prayers we have here, we sing that Krishna is more pleased when we actually glorify Prabhupada more. What we are coming here, see, that's what I asked you 2 days ago. हम लोग क्यों इधर आ रहे हैं? किसके लिए आना है इधर? आने की जरूरत क्या है? We can do it at home only. घर पे कृष्णा का मूर्ति है, कृष्णा का फोटो है. माला जो जप कर रहे हैं घर पे भी कर सकते हैं. बुक्स जो है हम जिससे पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं वो भी घर पे अवेलेबल है. सो क्यों इतना दूर से गाड़ी लेकर पार्किंग के बिना घूम के और इधर बैठकर क्यों आने का इतना दूर? आने की क्या जरूरत है? साधु संग. Now, not only sadhu sangha. Now the thing is, Krishna, you see what happens is, think about this example. Father is there. Father has 10 kids. Father has 20 kids. Now, father will be more happy when he sees all the 20 kids, cooperating among themselves and coming together to see him. Correct? अगर सब बच्चे बेटे लोग के साथ में झगड़ा हो रहा है, and everything is whenever the father is thinking, अरे यार क्या हो रहा है यार, मेरा बेटे लोग सब they are always fighting. They are not gelling together. They are not in a proper mood. So father will be always unhappy. So far, see, इधर क्यों आ रहा है? इधर आने का जरूरत क्या है? That we want to please him. That I am ready to do anything for you, Krishna करके दिखाने के लिए आ रहा है, बोलने के लिए आ रहा है, काम दिखाने के लिए आ रहा है. But so once we come here, then he becomes much more pleased when we see that he is representative is much more pleased. See, the greatest thing about Srila Prabhupada, we will see it in whatever short time we have, that the amount of work what he has done, which first we will finish about Nandotsav, then we will come to him. So Krishna ka paida ho gaya, they are all very happy. Nanda Maharaj is even more very pleased, and he is giving lot of charity today. Whomever he sees, he is giving charity, and people are so. And all of them, what they did, the entire Nanda Vraja Kashan, all the people, the inhabitants of Nanda Vraja, what happens is they all nicely dressed. They became nicely dressed like you all came yesterday. So what happens is they all nicely dressed And then, they want to come and show to Krishna, who is it Krishna, who is the new boy who is born? To Yashoda. Let us see, because Yashoda and Vasudev, Nanda Maharaj, also for very years they didn't have a kid. For many years they didn't have a kid. They are the king of the Vraja Bhumi, and everybody is getting kids and they are not getting kids. So they are very worried. Many times in the Shastra there are explanations that there is conversations between Yashoda Mai and Nanda Maharaj that क्या करना चाहिए, हमने क्या गलती की है, what पाप हमने क्या किया है, so हमको क्यों बेटा पैदा नहीं हो रहा है. So they were doing extreme austerities again, and now they were pleading to the Lord, why don't you come home as your son? See, we generally go and ask, see the difference between a devotee and us. Devotee का मन में क्या है, वो जाके पूछते हैं भगवान आप ही मुझे घर पे आ जाओ. और हम क्या करते हैं, भगवान से जाके पूछते हैं मुझे एक बेटा दे दो. पूछते कि नहीं, वी गो एंड आस्क, मुझे एक अच्छा बेटा दे दो, बेटी दे दो, अच्छी खूबसूरत बेटा दे दो, और भाग्यशाली रहो. All these things he asks. But what Yashoda Mai is asking, you come yourself only, why need another person? मुझे क्यों और एक person क्यों चाहिए मेरा घर पे, आप ही आ जाओ. So he is going in, they are going and pleading to the Lord that you come to my house as my son. So Krishna comes. Now, so what we are doing is that so everybody is happy. बहुत सालों के बाद यशोदा माई को एक बेटा पैदा हुआ है, and the whole it is very festive occasion there. And then the bathing ceremony happens. You know how it all works. The child has to be bathed immediately when it is born. So a bathing ceremony happens, purificatory ceremonies happen, all the Vedic rituals are being told, yajna is done, and brahmanas come and do very extravagant yajnas, and charity is given. Always, the Srila Prabhupada writes, beautiful thing about different things, why it is happening. For example, we take bath. Why do we take bath? Why do we take bath? Purify our body. Correct. Okay. So, why do we do austerities? Huh? Why do we do austerities? तपस्या करने का क्यों तपस्या करने का है?
Purify our mind and soul.
To purify your senses. So, नहाने का क्यों करते हैं? To purify your body. Austerities क्यों करते हैं? Because to purify your senses. Then, what he says is, charity क्यों करता है? चैरिटी क्यों करना चाहिए, क्यों करते नहीं, क्यों करना चाहिए? बिकॉज चैरिटी क्यों करना है करके बहुत लोग को मालूम ही नहीं. चैरिटी क्यों करना चाहिए? व्हाई वी हैव टू गिव एक्स्ट्रा अगेन चैरिटी? शास्त्र सेज हैप्पीनेस. ओके, चलो, देन वी विल नेवर गेट हैप्पीनेस. सो व्हाट इज चैरिटीज पर्पस? टू प्यूरिफाई आवर पोसेशंस. टू प्यूरिफाई आवर पोसेशंस. हमारे पास जो है उसको प्यूरिफाई करने के लिए चैरिटी देना पड़ेगा. हमारे पास धन है, हमारे पास घर है, हमारे पास सोना है, मैं कल बता रहा था सोना है. So everything, we have gold, we have ornaments, we have a nice house, we have a nice car, we have nice wealth. Everything gets purified when you give charity. So taking bath is for external sense, austerity is for purifying your senses, and charity is for purifying our possessions. See, what happens is, if you don't purify your possession, क्या होता है? अगर आप अपने purify नहीं कर रहे हैं, charity नहीं दे रहे हैं, आप इसे समझ देखे रखना. So the charity नहीं दे रहे हैं, charity करना नहीं चाह रहे हैं. So what will happen? हमारा possessions को कोई छीन लेगा क्या? Somebody will take away our possessions. What will happen? Why should you give charity? क्यों? See, that is the thing. If you actually see, this is what the Ishopanishad shloka says. Ishopanishad shloka says very beautifully that tena tektvena bhunjita, that everybody has been given an allotted time, assets. See, मेरा नाम पे कुछ लिखा है, मुझे क्या मिलने वाला है सब लिख के आते हैं हम लोग. See, when we are born, everything is very destined. How much money I will earn, how much house I will build, how much marriage I will do, how many sons and daughters I will do, or how much new houses I will build, everything, how many kilos of gold I will earn. सब कुछ लिख के आता है. Okay, so what we don't know is that even if you work even 10 hours more, overtime करते हैं, OT, overtime करने से फायदा ही नहीं है. You know, overtime करने से क्या होता है? You are not going to earn 1 kilo more gold. You know, आपको क्यों डेस्टिनी है वही मिलने वाला है. Now ये possessions हमने क्या किया? हमने जमा करके रखा है. किसके लिए? सब जमा क्यों करते हैं? Thinking that my next generation will live peacefully. Thinking that my next generation will, safeguard me at the old age. Thinking that, all these possessions will save me when there some disease comes at the old age. But, we see rich people also die by disease. Rich people also, are not able to take care of their body. Rich people, even though they have the entire wealth with them, they are not able to, live peaceful death. नहीं हो रहा. कितना उदाहरण दे सकते हैं हम लोग. बड़ा लोग actually, the whole world were the great presidents, great kings. They die in a very miserable way. क्यों? उनके पास धन नहीं था क्या? उनके पास डॉक्टर का कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं है क्या? और उनके पास बेटा बेटी नहीं है, वो देखभाल नहीं कर सकते. They are not able to take care of them. क्यों? Why? What is the reason? Reason क्या है? They didn't purify their possessions. उन्होंने उनका possessions को purify नहीं किया. No, what they did, they want to जमा किया और मर गए. So मतलब all the possessions what they did, all the accumulated have become sin. And वो sinful money, what it does, all your second generation, third generation are going to fight for it. That's what we see. Sons and daughters fight. मुझे घर दे दो, आप लोग कार ले लो, मुझे सोना दे दो, मुझे वो जमीन दे दो. क्यों ये सब करने क्या है? इतना मारामारी करके जमा करके फिर झगड़ा भी पैदा करने के लिए हम इधर पैदा हुआ क्या? We all born just so that your next generation fights. So it's very, very important. Charity means we get our possessions purified. So हमको charity जरूर देने का. मैं कल बता रहा था. Every day you come here, you have to bring some charity. Because Krishna is saying, the beautiful, there is no time, so many things to tell. Now, what happens is that, when Sudama came, Krishna doesn't know who is Sudama. Or Krishna doesn't know how poor Sudama was. Sudama's wife was telling every day to Sudama, Baba, we don't have anything to eat tomorrow. We don't have anything to wear tomorrow. We don't have even what to do tomorrow. Our kids are, have been hungry for 3-4 days now. Go and ask your friend. He is the biggest king, biggest wealth man. Go and ask him. He will give you some money. Sudama एक भी दिन नहीं करना चाहता था. He is my friend. I will never do that. Even if he struggle, it's okay. Even my kids don't have anything to eat tomorrow, it's okay. Now, when by forcefully again push, he came one day to meet Krishna. And Krishna was very happy to see him. And Krishna asked first thing what he asked? What did you bring for me today? First thing he asked is, what did you bring for me today? ये जो लोग खड़े हैं इधर वही पूछते हैं, आप लोग इधर आए थे, what did you bring me for today? आप लोग क्या लेकर आए आज मुझे इधर? There is charity, He has given us everything. उन्होंने आपको सब कुछ दिया. आपके जमीन, खानदान, सब कुछ किसने दिया? उन्होंने दिया. But we don't want to give it back to him as a token of respect, as a token of gratitude. हम नहीं देना चाह रहे. And Sudama को ही पूछा था, what did you bring for me? And he know very well that Sudama doesn't even have food to eat tomorrow. उनके पास कुछ भी नहीं है. उनका बच्चे लोग ऐसा बीमार पड़े हैं, बच्चे लोग भूखे सो रहे हैं. Krishna knows very well. But still he is asking, what did you bring for me? And so this is what Krishna is expecting. A father expects the same thing. Father का birthday आता है. Father का birthday में son क्या करते हैं? He goes and gives a gift. किसका पैसा से? Father का पैसा से. क्यों देने गया? He can go himself go and buy some gift in a shop, no? उनका खुद का birthday है. He can go to the shop and buy something. Why he has to he expects. मेरा son मुझे आपके birthday में क्या लेकर आया? क्या मेरे को देखने के लिए आया? क्या लेकर आया? So this is what is very important. We have to purify our this thing. Now the last thing. Now how the mind gets purified. Now we all the questions gets purified. How the mind gets purified. Now we are seeing how purification happens. माइंड कैसा प्यूरिफाई होता है? चैटिंग नहीं, दूसरा है माइंड कैसा प्यूरिफाई होता है? माइंड कैसा प्यूरिफाई होता है? व्हेन वी गेट सैटिस्फाइड, सैटिस्फैक्शन आना चाहिए। जो मेरे लाइफ में हुआ है सब कृष्ण की कृपा से हुआ है, आई एम सैटिस्फाइड विद दैट। सैटिस्फैक्शन से माइंड प्यूरिफाई होता है। व्हेन सैटिस्फैक्शन नहीं है, देन माइंड चंचला ही मना कृष्णा प्रभादी बलभद्रदम। अर्जुना क्या बोलता है? दैट माय माइंड इज ऑलवेज इन चंचला, चंचला ही मना कृष्णा। माय माइंड इज ऑलवेज चंचला। So if you want, if somebody comes and tells that मेरा mind steady नहीं है, मेरा mind is not under control, इसका मतलब क्या है? He is not satisfied with what he is having. उनका जो हाथ में जो सब है उसके पास satisfaction नहीं है। मुझे आउट चाहिए, आउट चाहिए, आउट चाहिए, आउट चाहिए। In the Hindi में that's what they used to say, that we have to be satisfied with what we have got. Tamil we used to say, "Bodhu mentra maname." What it means is, whenever somebody thinks that I am enough, I am satisfied, enough है, life में आपका सब कुछ मिल गया, enough है, that is the best medicine for life. That's the Tamil saying. So, and the last one we all know. The last one we all know, but we are not practicing. What is that? The soul has to be purified. How soul gets purified? By Krishna consciousness, by being surrendered to Krishna. So all these process happens, then Krishna consciousness happens. What do we think is, we don't want to give charity, we don't want to take bath, we don't want to control our mind, we don't want to do austerities, but we want Krishna. कैसा मिल सकता है? कृष्णा इतना चीप नहीं है। आपको मार्केट बाजार में मिलने वाला वस्तु नहीं है वो। एक मूर्ति लेकर रख दिया घर पे और एक फोटो खरीद के रख दिया घर पे, कृष्णा आपके घर पे आ गया क्या? नहीं। It is not that easy to bring Krishna to your home, bring Krishna to your place. He is not that cheap. Just you spend some 10 fils or what do you call 10 dirham, what do you call here? Dinar. 10 dinar and you buy a nice murti from the shop. घर को कृष्णा आ गया। नहीं आता है। कृष्णा को लेकर आने के लिए बहुत बहुत प्रयत्न करना पड़ता है। They took some austerity for 11,000 years. Yesterday we saw that. And what did they eat for 11,000 years? Only dry leaves. हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं क्या? हम तो हमारे को खुद को देखभाल अच्छे कर रहे हैं और कृष्ण मूर्ति घर पे जो है उसको बीमार पड़ जाते हैं, भूखा रख देते हैं। So that is why deity worship is a very very different thing. Many people don't understand that. Everybody wants to have a deity at home. Deity को घर पे लेकर आ गया, मतलब जिम्मेदारी बहुत है। Otherwise it's offensive. If you don't have the patience or know how to manage the deity, then don't bring deity to your house. What will happen is you are doing a lot of offenses. See, this is what happens is, for example, if you call somebody, एक गेस्ट को बुलाता है घर पे, एक गेस्ट को घर को बुलाया, गेस्ट भी आ गया और he comes to your house, he rings the calling bell and you are not opening the door, you are just sitting in the sofa and watching TV. और घर पे अंदर लेकर आ गया, you make him sit in the house and you are not speaking to him, you are not nice to him, you are looking at TV or you are fiddling your phone or you are speaking with somebody on phone for half an hour. What will the fellow feel? वो बंदा क्या सोचेगा? मुझे क्यों बुलाया फिर? घर पे क्यों बुलाया भाई? You are already predisposed with your TV show. You are very very happy with your mobile phone. You are happy speaking to somebody. Then why did you call me inside? So ये सेम हम कर रहे हैं। हम घर पे कृष्णा को बुला लिया, कृष्णा भी आने का मन पे आ रहा है, बट उसको देखभाल करने का हमको टाइम नहीं है। ये बहुत सिंफुल एक्टिविटी है, बिकॉज कृष्णा इज नॉट प्रीस्ट एट ऑल। सो डेटी लेकर आना बहुत सोच के करना पड़ेगा। एनीवे, सो दिस आर ऑल व्हाट वी से हियर, द ग्रेट फेस्टिविटीज हैपेंस, दे आर प्लेइंग अराउंड, दे आर हैविंग द नंदोत्सव। सो नंदोत्सव कैसा प्ले करते हैं, व्हाट आर द फेस्टिविटीज? इफ यू वांट टू नो मोर, रीड द 4th chapter of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. See, that's the beauty of this thing. So what we have to know, so now we come to the crux of the today's festivity. The crux of today's festivity is, we have been very 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 fortunate. आप तो लिख नहीं सकते, बोल नहीं सकते कितना, we cannot even quantify how fortunate we are. How fortunate we are. Why I am saying that is, that correctly identify Krishna करने के लिए बहुत difficult है. See today, even here in Bahrain, you go and see, on the day I was telling, go around and see other temples which are functioning. एक दिन आप क्या करो, पूरा दिन, what are the other temples that are there? Go and have a round and come. What is the difference between this beautiful house Srila Prabhupada built and what is happening in other temples? That's a great difference. That's a great difference. In other temple क्या होता है? In other temple, they are actually igniting your sentimentalism. Igniting your sentimentalism. क्या sentimentalism मतलब क्या है? मैं हिंदू हूँ, मैं इंडिया से आया, भगवान को थोड़ा ये करने का है, ऑफिस के जाने के पहले भगवान को थोड़ा ऐसा करके जाए, और हुंडी में एक दिरहम डाल के जाए, और जय 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 बोल के जाए. It's a very good activity. It's actually punya karma activity. Going to a temple is very punya. What the Padma Puran says is, if you go and ring a bell in front of the Lord, your lakhs and crores of your sins are wiped out just by ringing the bell in front of the Lord. So मंदिर आना के लिए, मंदिर आना एक बहुत अच्छा काम है, पुण्य कर्म एक्टिविटी है. But we are not here for पुण्य. पुण्य आपको चाहिए, then ये गलत जगह है. आप गलत जगह पे बैठे हैं. अगर आपको पुण्य चाहिए, then this is not the correct place to come. This place, there is only one thing, as I told you yesterday, we get a medicine from this place. And that medicine is that how to come out of this material world. ये material world से कैसा बाहर आए, वो दवाई इधर मिलता है. ये दवाई का दुकान है. ये दवाई का दुकान है. और ये दवाई का दुकान किसने खोल के रखा है? श्रील प्रभुपाद ने खोल के रखा है. And all his books are the davai. All the books are his davai. Every book he is telling again and again and again and again, don't get entangled here. This is not the right place. Don't come out of this, come out of this, come out of this. कितने मंदिर में ये सब बोलते हैं आपको? मैंने अभी तक एक मंदिर नहीं देखा ऐसा एक मंदिर में ये सब शिक्षा शास्त्र हो रहा है. Which temple tells you this? So that is the beauty of this country. So he is the most important person. हमारा जिंदगी में, if you ask anybody of you who is the most important person in your life, what you will tell? You will tell your son, you will tell your father, you will tell your wife, you will tell your husband, or you will tell your boss. Correct? Because he is paying you. You have to eat, you have to live nicely. If boss doesn't pay you, then you cannot live here, you cannot get your visa. Correct? So क्या हो रहा है? Somebody will tell, but who is the most important person in your life? If that is the mindset which we all have developed, the most important person who has ever walked in the 20th century or who has ever come to this world is Srila Prabhupada. That's what I told you. Never understand or quantify the kind of greatness he is. You can never quantify. Now, I have told this brief, how many times I have told this, just think about it. Many of the devotees who are here, some of them are new, some of them are very old devotees here. अगर श्रील प्रभुपाद ने इधर नहीं आया, इधर मतलब कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं चालू किया, and he was very happy in Vrindavan, in Radha Balram, Radha Damodar Mandir, he was very happy. वो उधर ही बैठे थे, and he is doing this japa, he is doing this sadhana. What would have happened to our lives? हमारा जिंदगी कैसा होगा आप सोचिए थोड़ा. हमारा जिंदगी, you think about it, what would have happened in say for example, some of them are 10 years old here, some of them are 15 years chanting, some of them are second initiation. Many of them I saw yesterday that coming for Abhishek for second initiation. बोले तो सब लोग खड़ा हो गए. So we took second initiation only to do Abhishek. So second initiation क्यों लेने गए? अभिषेक करने के लिए. एक दिन अभिषेक करने का मौका मिलता है, so second initiation ले लो. सही? इसके लिए हमने second दीक्षा लिया. second दीक्षा क्यों लेने का है? और पहले दीक्षा क्यों लेने का है? सिर्फ भक्त लोग दिखाने के लिए नहीं. It is not a government office. In India में government office कैसा होता है? That once you go, you are employed in government office. Every 3 years you will get promotion. Either you do work or don't do work. आपको 3 साल में कुछ प्रमोशन मिलता रहेगा. So what will happen is after 30 years of service, you will become manager in government office. ये जहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. That you are coming here for 10 years, ऑटोमेटिकली आपको पहले दीक्षा मिलना चाहिए. यू आर कमिंग अबाउट 20 years, ऑटोमेटिकली आपको सेकंड दीक्षा मिलना चाहिए. सी सेकंड दीक्षा सिर्फ अभिषेक करने का मौका नहीं देता है. दैट्स व्हाट पीपल मिसअंडरस्टैंड. आई गेट सेकंड इनिशिएशन, सो आई एम सीनियर, एवरीबडी इज जूनियर, एवरीबडी शुड कम एंड टच माय फीट दैट डे. इसके लिए नहीं है. See, this is exactly the problem is that, what we don't understand is this entire process has been kept by Srila Prabhupada to make us more submissive. Srila Prabhupada, when he first gave second initiation to some of his disciples, he told that I am giving you second Diksha, then you have to do more service than the first Diksha will. I am giving you third Diksha, which is your sannyasi Diksha, which means that you have to do more, seva than your first initiation Diksha. इधर हो रहा है क्या? आप देख चेक कर लीजिए. Everybody has their own methodology to check. The first initiated fellow is working for 5 hours of devotional service. The second fellow should do 10 hours of devotional service. The third initiated sannyasi should be 24 hours doing service. That is the promotion, na? We want promotion without duty. हमको राइट्स चाहिए बट ड्यूटी नहीं करना चाह रहे. हमको दैट्स एग्जैक्टली द प्रॉब्लम. नो, मुझे राइट्स दे दो, मुझे राइट चाहिए. इंडिया में प्रोटेस्ट करता है, मेरा राइट है, बट ड्यूटी क्या है भाई? तेरा ड्यूटी क्या है? सो इट्स अ ग्रेट जिम्मेदारी. हमने क्या करते हैं, वी आर ऑल वेरी फूलिशली टेकिंग दैट इनिशिएशन. Initiation is also like that. If you take initiation, then what you are vowing in front of the Vaishnavas, in front of the deity, in front of the fire god, what we are taking a vow? Vow क्या ले रहे हैं? Vow क्या ले रहे हैं? That my life is changed for good. I will not go back to the original life. कितना लोग करते हैं? कितने लोग करते हैं? So श्रीला प्रभुपाद ने इसे हमको दिखाया है. So प्रभुपाद का इम्पैक्ट जो है, so मैं क्यों ये सब बोला? So आप देख लीजिए ये इतना इम्पैक्ट क्या है. सी अगर वो नहीं आया, 10 साल आप आ रहे हो, अगर श्रीला प्रभुपाद नहीं आया, then what will happen? You think of it. हमने 500 मूवीज देखे होंगे, करेक्ट? 500 movies we would have seen in my life, or we would have eaten in some 300 restaurants. We would have been to some 10 countries. Because we have money here, we are earning good here. अच्छा पैसा कमा रहे हो. So what you will do? You will go to some other countries for every summer. थोड़ा holidays पे जाएं, correct? And what we would have done? We would have roamed around unnecessarily on Friday and Saturday, or we will get Thursday and Friday, whatever weekends क्या है जो है. So unnecessarily take the car and roam around. Burn the petrol. पैसा कमा रहे ना भाई, उसको बर्न करने का ना, पैसा को डायरेक्टली बर्न नहीं कर सकते. So पेट्रोल की तरफ बर्न करो. So this is what we are doing. Some people, I always tell, in India पे they have this crackers. Crackers करते हैं ना, दाम crackers करते हैं. So क्यों crackers करते हैं? See, it is actually very simple. Same रुपया नोट को आप क्या करो? You just put a flame to it. Same कर रहे हैं, but क्या है? It is just show off. कुछ difference नहीं है ना. See, all the thing after 2 minutes will become dirt. Correct? If you see a crackers, everything is after Diwali in India, the cleaning workers have double job because every street will fill of paper. कचरा पैदा होता है. The crackers burn होने के थे. Same हम करते हैं. Directly we cannot burn the dinar. Directly we cannot burn the rupee or whatever dollars or whatever you call. We are doing all unnecessary activities. So if Prabhupada didn't come, Prabhupada was happy himself. हमने क्या किया होगा? थोड़ा सोच के रखो. अभी तो थोड़ा तो कर रहे हैं, मंदिर आ रहे हैं, थोड़ा तो दीक्षा लेने प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं, कोई प्रभुपाद को पढ़ रहे हैं, भागवत पढ़ रहे हैं, तो भगवत गीता पढ़ रहे हैं, कुछ तो कर रहे हैं. So the kind of impact what he made, we cannot even think of. मैं इधर बोल के जा सकता हूँ, 5 मिनट में मैं खत्म कर देगा. आप भी थोड़ा क्या बोलते हैं, ये इमोशनलिज्म नहीं है, ये इमोशनली बोल के फायदा नहीं है. We have to understand the importance through our own lives. Then I have to tell you something. See how hard it was for him to establish this movement. How hard it was. मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ. What happened is in his starting age, what happened is that first he was doing a chemical business. He was a big businessman. He was doing very good business. Chemical business में था वो 1920s, 1925s में. And somebody cheated him completely about the medical business and he became bankrupt. The fellow whom he put as manager, he swindled the entire money and went away. पूरा पैसा चोरी करके लेकर गया. उनके पास एक भी पैसा नहीं है. अगर हमारे को ऐसा हुआ, हम क्या करते थे? Next day we will start coming to temple. First thing we do that only. मैं एक बंदा को मिला. He's a very senior fellow in India. Senior fellow को मिला. He is IAS officer. IAS officer means in India is a big post. And he told me that Swamiji come, very nice, you are nice, okay. Then he told me I am an atheist. मैं नास्तिक हूँ. So मैं भगवान की ये नहीं करता, यकीन नहीं करता. So मैंने पूछा आप तो हिंदू लग रहे हैं, क्या हो गया? So he told, yeah, my mother was a very very devoted Rama Bhakta. राम का बहुत बड़ा भक्त था. और my mother they are from Bihar. And so what they used to do is they used to every day read Ramcharitramanas. Ramcharitramanas रोज पढ़ते थे मेरे mother. And what happened is when she was very old, she had lot of diseases. She suffered a lot. And obviously old age आया तो disease आना ही चाहिए. Nobody is away from it. Everybody will get it. Even today we are younger and healthy. We think that we will not get it. Everybody will get it. Now so old age आ गया, disease आ गया. Now she died. मरने के पहले she told him that राम ने मुझे धोखा दिया. राम ने मुझे धोखा दिया. So हमारा भी ऐसा ही है. That हमारा पूरा बिजनेस कामदान पूरा चोरी हो गया. हम बोलते हैं कृष्णा ने मुझे धोखा दिया. So इसके लिए हम इधर नहीं आ रहे. इसके लिए बोला अगर आपके मन पे ऐसा है so कल से मत आना इधर. There is no use of coming. What Bhagavatam says is Shrama hi eva kevalam. Shrama means useless activity. Coming to a temple and asking for material benefits. इधर मत आओ. आने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Now so it was happened. Now what happened is later he started this VTG. You all see this VTG. What is called Back to Garden magazine, which he started. He used to go and buy the papers. He used to write the entire magazine. He used to go to the printers to print it, and he used to sell the magazine also. हम कभी क्या कैसा आ रहे हैं, सब लोग कुछ कर रहे हैं, इधर आ रहे हैं, हम इधर वितरण भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. Now we are not even able to distribute it. But there what he used to do, he used to go and buy the paper. He buy the ink. Everything he used to do. एक दिन ऐसा ही हो रहा था दिल्ली पे. He was in Delhi at that time. दिल्ली में क्या कर रहा है that he is going there to buy this papers. And then what happened is on the side पे, in North India you will see a lot of the stray cows. Stray cows मतलब गली गली में गाय घूमते रहते हैं. सब घूमते रहते हैं. One of the bull hit him so hard that he fell in a ditch. He fell in a ditch. ditch के अंदर वो जाके उसके. At that time he was 55 years old. Now youngsters नहीं थे हम जैसा. He was 55 years old. And ये गाय आकर उसको ऐसा गोर किया. And he actually fell in a ditch. So we came out. Next day what we will do? अरे कल्ली वल्ली यार छोड़ो ये सब. We don't want this Back to God magazine and all. Why we have to take all this? छोड़ो यार. मुझे कृष्णा मालूम है. मुझे कृष्णा को कैसा पहुंचना मालूम है. क्यों सबके लिए मैं सब क्यों करूं? So we will do it. Think about it. If any of you sitting here will do it, then आप बाहर लो. Very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. Though thank Krishna that he has not given you that many troubles. Krishna is not giving you that many troubles in life. And उसको कितना troubles थे. Next, ये नहीं हुआ था. That what happened next? He then started this entire movement. He went to US. US कभी कैसा गया? आप लोग Bahrain कैसे आए? All of you came to Bahrain from India. All of you are Indians. I didn't see any other foreigner here. So all of you came from India. So how did you come? By flight. Correct. अच्छा तरह से हम फ्लाइट बुक करके पूरा इधर चेक करके फोन करके क्या घर ठीक है क्या सब कुछ चेक करके आए. How did he go to US? और Bahrain और इंडिया का फ्लाइट कितना दूर है? 2 घंटा 3 घंटा whatever 3-4 hours whatever. How did he go to US? He went in a ship. शिप भी कौन सा शिप है? याट नहीं है. ये सब पूरा फैसिलिटीज है ना. स्विमिंग पूल है. ये सब सब खाने के लिए एवरी घंटा कुछ मिलता है. वो ऐसा शिप नहीं है. कार्गो शिप. कार्गो शिप हैव यू एवर सीन इन लाइफ? आप लोग किसी ने देखा है? आपको देखना पड़ेगा एक बार. कार्गो शिप मतलब क्या होता है? आप देखेंगे तो समझ में आएगा. कार्गो शिप में they themselves don't take more than 2 people. They don't go to the cargo area. They sit in a cabin room. Cabin room पे कैप्टन रहता है, उसका असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर रहता है and 2 टेक्नीशियन रहता है. इतना ही रहता है कार्गो शिप में. अगर if you go and see it. और इन्होंने क्या किया, इन द कार्गो एरिया सिट एंड वेंट. कार्गो एरिया में बैठकर अमेरिका जा रहा है. कितना ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 3.5 months ट्रैवल. एक दो दिन नहीं है, 3.5 months ट्रैवल इन अ कार्गो शिप. किसके लिए? हमारे लिए. हम इधर बैठकर हम क्या कर रहे हैं, मजा कर रहे हैं. हमारे लिए. अगर वो नहीं गया, आप इस काउंट को देखेंगे आज, ये पुस्तक आपको मिला होगा, आपको समझ में आया कौन कृष्णा है, आपको समझ में आएगा कौन रामा है. 3.5 months he went in a cargo ship, and that is not end. I will take 10 more minutes, sorry. क्या हुआ? He got 2 heart attacks. He was at the age 70. आप लोग 70 में आप घर के बाहर जाएंगे, आप सब इतना जमा करके क्यों रखा है? क्योंकि 70 के बाद बाहर जाने की जरूरत ना पड़े. करेक्ट. सो दैट ओल्ड एज में मैं आराम से बैठा हूं, आराम से न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहा हूं, आराम से टीवी देखता हूं, आराम से मेरा पौते आई है, सो उसके साथ खेलता रहता हूं. दैट इज अवर गोल ऑफ लाइफ. व्हाट इज अवर गोल ऑफ लाइफ? द गोल ऑफ लाइफ इज टू अर्न एनफ मनी to have our own house where we are reading newspaper every day, where we see TV program every day, and our granddaughters and grandsons are playing around us. This is the goal of our human life. उनका गोल था क्या? That at the age of 70 he took a cargo ship traveling 3.5 months. किसके लिए? How to bring these people out of this material world. Whole world. He built a house where the whole world should live. So how much we have to be, every day we have to cry in front of Prabhupada. Prabhupada, what you did, we cannot do it in this lifetime. Many lifetimes we cannot do. Can we ever think of doing this, going in a cargo ship but getting heart attacks? There was no doctor there. कोई doctor इधर कुछ नहीं है. And that heart attack के time पे he wrote a poem. We all have read that poem. Beautiful poem. What he writes in the poem is, Krishna, why did you bring me here? I might die in the ship only. अगर मैं मर गया ये शिप में, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. These fellows will not throw me into the sea and go, because they cannot keep in the body for 3.5 months in the ship. They will throw in the sea and go. Correct? How can you keep the body? Today we have all this, freezing boxes. वो सब वो भी नहीं था. So they will throw me in the sea and go. All the fishes and sharks will eat me. That's not a problem for me. But why did you bring me here? I would have stayed there and preached to some more people. What is the reason for me to come here? He writes a beautiful poem, Jaraduda mein. We all have to read it. So, हम कर सकते हैं क्या? ये सब नहीं कर सकते. चलो, वो भी हो गया. पहुंच गया, 2 हार्ट अटैक के बाद पहुंच गया. कौन? बॉस्टन पे पहुंचा है. And मैं आपको एक चीज बताता हूँ. That you came to Bahrain. Bahrain के एयरपोर्ट में पहुंचे. Bahrain एयरपोर्ट में सब आपको रिसीव करने के लिए कुछ तो है, और किधर जाने का मालूम नहीं. गालूम है, एटलीस्ट जॉब है, और ऑलरेडी योर हस्बैंड इज हियर और वाइफ इज हियर, व्हाटएवर इट इज, और रिलेटिव्स हैं और पहचान वाला है. एयरपोर्ट में खड़ा है आपको रिसीव करने के लिए, और एटलीस्ट बोला है किधर आने का है. करेक्ट. ही राइट्स इन दिस बुक दैट व्हेन ही केम आउट ऑफ बॉस्टन seaport, he came out of seaport, he didn't know where to go, left or right, whether left जाने का, right जाने का. Today we are all sitting nicely in air-conditioned room, because he created it. Today we are not even coming here. We come once in a year to do abhishek. They tell them we are second initiated. What I am telling you is that what we should do. We should actually living very nicely here. He didn't know where to go, left or right. बाएं हाथ में जाने का, दाएं हाथ में जाने का मालूम नहीं. बॉस्टन पे गए, एक इंडियन फैमिली के घर पहुंच गए. इंडियन फैमिली के घर पे रह रहे हैं. इंडियन फैमिली के घर पे ही इज लिविंग इन द गिवन रूम. एंड व्हाट ही डिड, ही यूज्ड टू कुक फॉर हिमसेल्फ टू ईट. और उसका फ्रिज ओपन करेंगे, इट इज फुल ऑफ मीट एंड फिश. एंड ही इज अ सन्यासी, इज अ साधु, एंड ही लिव्ड देयर फॉर किसके लिए? हमारे लिए. एंड व्हाट ही डिड आफ्टर दैट, he started a new storefront, the small ISKCON start किए थे इसमें क्या बोलते हैं न्यूयॉर्क पे. Second day, all his possessions were stolen. इसका full suitcase stolen हो गया. He had some $20 stolen. He had a typewriter stolen. He had a Bhagavatam book stolen. हम क्या करते थे? Said, this is Prabhupada for you. This is Prabhupada for you. And how do we understand this greatness? अगर हमको समझ में आ रहा है प्रभुपाद कौन है? We have never understood this. If we understand that, then we will surrender to Krishna. And I always tell this, see this, you see very many movements in Hindu movements in the world, correct? बहुत सारा movements हैं. I don't want to name them. बहुत सारा है. इधर भी बहुत सारा मंदिर है. If you go to that mandir, first thing what you will see that the person who started उसका बहुत बड़ा statue होगा और उनका नाम पे वो चला होगा और everything they will know about him first. ISKCON पे we ourselves forcibly keep a Prabhupada this thing here. He didn't want to keep himself there. He told Krishna worship करो, मुझे मत worship करो. So he is the man who he lost everything. And then what he did, he again started from scratch. हम लोग कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं कर सकते. So this is what, and one more incident, I just finished it off with that incident. What he used to do when people started coming, for the program, used to talk, used to do bhajans, people started coming. और वो टाइम पे क्या होता था? These boys are all drug addicts basically. वो टाइम पे all drug addicts used to come. One of the fellow threw some of the things on Prabhupada's face. Prabhupada ऐसा अभी मैं बैठकर बात कर रहा हूँ. मैं कल मैं बता रहा था ना, somebody were willing to throw some rotten tomatoes on me because इतना बात कर रहा यार बंद करो करके. So like that, Prabhupada was speaking, and what they did? Somebody threw something, an object on his face. अगर आप किसी ने मुझे फेंक रहा है, मैं क्या करेगा? गुस्सा होगा मुझे. Prabhupada didn't get angry. He continued, and that fellow took sannyas later. The fellow who threw this thing on his face, he became a sannyasi later. He is still not initiating guru in ISKCON. So यही हमारा movement है, यही प्रभुपाद ने चालू किया. और क्या हुआ? When all these people used to come for drug addicts आते हैं, they will come. Prabhupada will do the bhajan. He will do some pravachan. He will what he will do is he will first clean the place for them to come and sit. He would have prepared some prasadam for them. And he used to serve them. Age कितना है? 76 at the time. When he started ISKCON, he was 77. So 77 age pe, he prepared prasadam. He cleaned the place, put chatai, put the mat for them to sit. And then what he will do? He will serve them. These fellows, what they will do? They will just eat and then leave. Then he will take their plates, clean the place, and then wash the pots. Will you all do for any drunkard fellow comes? What will you do? Arey chal baag, why you are coming here? We are not even able to do one of what we did everything at the age of 77. We are not even able to put chatai. We are not even able to cook. We are not even able to serve. We are not able to wash the pots. We are not even able to pick the plates which the devotees ate. At the age of 77, who will do? Seniority, juniority के बारे में और एक विषय बताता हूँ. See, what we used to do is, the first time when they started this New York Center start किए थे, at that time what happened is, that there used to be one room where they all used to sleep and there used to be only one shower. Morning Mangalarti के लिए there used to be a queue. Srila Prabhupada used to stand in the queue. हम क्या करते थे? अरे मैं सीनियर हूँ यार, मैं पहले जाने का है, छोड़ो मुझे. He is the sannyasi standing there. What he used to do? He will stand in the queue. Some of the fellows will take more time to come out. Patiently he used to stand at the age of 77. हम कर सकते हैं क्या? और हम क्या करते हैं? इतना आसान ले रहे हैं ISKCON को, इतना आसान ले रहे हैं ये मंदिर को, और इतना आसान ले रहे हैं उसका बुक्स को, और आसान ले रहे हैं हमारा लाइफ को. So how much we are all sinful, even though we have become devotees. We have to think about it. बहुत सारा बोल सकते हैं. It's a time you have to go to office tomorrow. So there are so many incidents like this. Everything was very tough for him. It was not that easy. हम तो बहुत easy हो गए. We are all very fortunate. मैं इधर आया था, सब लोग डिवोटी केम टू पिक मी अप एंड एवरीथिंग इज अरेंज, एवरीथिंग बहुत अच्छा है, बात करके मैं निकल रहा हूं कल। इतना आसान नहीं था वो टाइम पे। दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव टू गो एंड प्रीच, फाइंड न्यू डिवोटीज, गिव देम बुक्स। प्रभुपाद को हमने कैसा सी, हाउ डू यू डू दिस, हाउ डू यू से थैंक यू टू प्रभुपाद ऑन हिज बर्थडे? We'll conclude this. How do you say, thank you to Prabhupada on his birthday? How do we do? How do we do? See, one thing is, as I told you yesterday, when you go to a doctor, he will tell you first, he will give you medicine. Medicine के पहले वो क्या करता है? He will tell you, follow the food habits. करेक्ट? ये मेडिसिन लेने के लिए ये फूड हैबिट्स करने के हैं। सेम हियर, द मेडिसिन इज डिवोशनल सर्विस। अब मेडिसिन डिवोशनल सर्विस ठीक तरह से काम करने का है, मतलब आपको क्या करना चाहिए? रोज प्रसाद देना चाहिए, बाहर नहीं खाना चाहिए, बाहर का आइटम नहीं खाना चाहिए, अनऑफरेबल आइटम्स नहीं खाना चाहिए, बिस्किट नहीं खाना चाहिए, टी नहीं खाना चाहिए, कॉफी नहीं पीना चाहिए, बिकॉज मेडिसिन वही काम करेगा। ओके, ये पहली चीज। दूसरा चीज, मेडिसिन क्या है? मेडिसिन, ओनली 2 medicines he has given and gone. One is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is the medicine he gave. This medicine can work anytime, anywhere, with anybody, provided we are taking proper food, proper service, proper attitude, proper devotional mood. Then ये काम करेगा। करेक्ट? सेम डॉक्टर भी बताया, प्रॉपर स्लीप ले लो, सुबह ज्यादा भागो मत, आपको दवाई फिर काम करेगा, वो सब सेम है, इधर भी सेम है। देन व्हाट ही डिड, ही आल्सो गेव वन मोर मेडिसिन टू अस, व्हिच इज अ वेरी गुड मेडिसिन। व्हाट इज दैट मेडिसिन? दैट इज हिज बुक्स। बुक्स देकर गया, उन्होंने क्या किया? पूरा प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिख के गया हमको। हम क्या करते हैं? वो बुक्स को पढ़ते ही नहीं, वितरण नहीं करते हैं, किसी को बोलते ही नहीं, बिकॉज हमने फॉलो नहीं करते हैं, किसको कैसा बोल सकते हैं? करेक्ट? सो द ओनली वे बाय विच वी कैन से थैंक यू टू प्रभुपाद ऑन हिज बर्थडे इज वी गो एंड गिव द सेम मेडिसिन टू अदर्स। He took so much of pains to give this medicine to us, as I told you now. हमारा देखिए, आपका नेबर पे जाके थोड़ा भगवत गीता पढ़ो, मंदिर पे आओ बोलने के लिए कितना तकलीफ है भाई? क्या तकलीफ है? We are not going to lose anything. Some bull is not going to come and hit us. We are not going to get 2 heart attacks. We are not going to clean the place. We are not going to cook and wash the pots. फिर भी नहीं कर। So मेरा एक small request क्या है? That today we take a vow in front of Srila Prabhupada, at least initiated devotees. They all have to take a vow in front of Srila Prabhupada. That Prabhupada, what I will do is I will take the medicine myself, and I will also start giving the medicine to others in whatever way it might be. Either books or preaching, or bring them to temple, or serve them. Srila Prabhupada served them. Are we serving the new devotees who are coming to temple? हम उसको भगा देते हैं। Many devotees come and tell us, when we come to the temple, we are not taken care of properly. Have we ever done that? What Prabhupada has done? We invite them, give them prasadam, take their plates, what they have eaten, wash that place. Have you ever done that? थोड़ा सोचिए। I am only here to give you appetizer. Correct? मैं appetizer देने वाला आदमी हूँ। फुल मील आपको कैसा मिलेगा? प्रभुपाद की बुक से मिलेगा। मैं 4 दिन से क्या प्रयत्न कर रहा हूँ, 5 दिन से आपको appetizer देने के लिए आया इधर। I don't know, I am not a cook, I am not a good serving fellow, I am not a good, बना नहीं सकता हूँ। I am only an appetizer. आपको सब 4 दिन में मैं भी दिया। I am trying to give you appetizers. So appetizer in the form of Bhagavatam, appetizer in the form of Krishna Janma, appetizer in the form of Prabhupada की लीला, ये सब appetizer. Appetizer मतलब मालूम है ना? What I am saying, appetizer means like a soup before we take any food. थोड़ा starters बोलते हैं ना? Starters. So मेरा विनम्र क्या है? That you all take it seriously. It is very difficult. What Prabhupada did, we cannot even do in this lifetime. हम at least प्रयत्न तो करें. And by following what he said, that is the greatest benefit we can give it back to you. One of the last thing which I want to tell is, Some of you might ask, how will he do it? We have some jobs, we have, very difficult to do for this. It's very difficult, I have to go to job and everything. This is what once one sannyasi was asked a question. One devotee asked a sannyasi. Then he asked this question that how do I am not, getting the taste of devotional service? मैं तो बहुत सालों से कर रहा हूँ. Job पे जाता हूँ, मेरे taste नहीं मिल रहा है. He told one thing. Every day if you come here, Mangal Aarti में क्या गाते हैं हम लोग? Guru Ashtaka. Correct? We didn't we don't praise Krishna. We praise whom? Guru. And after the Guru Ashtakam, what we do? We have Guru prayers. We praise Guru. That sannyasi told, are you every day praising your Guru? We are not doing. Then he asked, are you attending Mangal Aarti? No, I am not able to. Are you attending Guru Puja? No, I am not able to. Then what he said, depending if your time is not available, then every day do at your home both the two things. Every day at your home, both the things we have to do. Why? Because Krishna gives us devotional service, that nectar, only when Srila Prabhupada is happy. Guru Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada. Yasya Prasado Nagati Gutopi. Every day we sing this. What does it mean? Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada. Only his Prasada we get Bhagavat Prasada. Yesterday we all distributed Prasada. That Prasada becomes nothing if Prabhupada Prasada is not given to you. Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada. Next line. Yasya Prasada. When we sing in the morning, some people make mistake. Yasya Prasada. That is Sanskrit. Yasya means what? If you don't get this Prasada, Nagati Gutopi. What is the Gati we have? We don't have any Gati. So every day at least, my humble request is, even if you are not able to come to temple, every day please sing Guru Ashtaka prayers at home. Every day sing, do Guru Puja at home. Thank Prabhupada. Krishna will be happy. Then he will blessings to you. So then your life will be successful. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. I also wanted to show some videos, but now it's not possible. Earlier I extended so much. I want to show our Salem temple video for 10 minutes, but I think it's very late. No, but 9:20 they all have to do conference today. Okay. We'll see some 5 minutes of some video.